Last time on Real Life Arcade.
I finally get a decent Sunday off. I'm usually always at work, but I finally got a Sunday off. I'm gonna go pick up Patrick. We're gonna go check out some yard sales, find some garage sales, see if we can find some fucking video games.
So I robbed that guy, huh? But there's a few games. There's a few games in here. Vigilante 8, 1 and 2. Mario Kart with
And I'm gonna sit here and watch Patrick haggle the fuck out of this guy.
You got Scat for NES?
Scat?
The multi-card.
Throw this one in with it.
I'm good.
No, it's the only way you're gonna get it.
Hey, paisanos, it's the Super Video Game Super Show. That's not even the name of the fucking show. So now it's Monday, the very next day. I got another day off, not much yard sailing going on, so I'm gonna meet up with my buddy Gary. I met him through Jason at Games Over, and we're gonna go hit up some thrift stores and see what we can come up with. So what's up, Gary? You ready to do this?
Let's do this.
You broke motherfucker. You look like a grown-ass Ralph Wiggum from The Simpsons. You look like one of those kids you was so broke when you was a kid you didn't have Nintendo, so all you had was some Tiger handheld games. And you only had 3 of them, Sonic, Street Fighter, and Jurassic Park.
I had a lot of Tiger games. Yeah, I didn't have a Nintendo until my parents got divorced. That was the best Christmas ever. It seemed like they were wanting to compete to see who was the better parent. So that Christmas I got Nintendo from my mom, and then my dad's got a Nintendo, so I didn't have to worry about playing my cousins' Nintendos anymore, because we only had Atari back then.
Yeah, so you'd go to your cousin's house and you'd be on it for a couple hours and they'd kick you off and you weren't ready to...
Right, yeah, they lived on the first floor, we lived on the second floor, so...
Oh, in the same apartment?
Yeah. So same house.
Whatever, Texas Chainsaw Massacre backwoods fucking house.
Norwood.
So we're driving around, we hit up St. Vincent de Paul, we found a Salvation Army.
We didn't find shit at Salvation Army.
For about an Xbox. $5 too much.
I feel like I repeat this often, but every time I go to a thrift shop, more often than not, you find a bunch of junk. It's always junk, you know, fucking Guitar Hero controllers and, you know, empty DVD cases and, you know, shit like that.
Oh shit, here you go.
Sorry, ready to check out? I'll get you right here.
Is it in there? Oh, it's not in there. Son of a gun. Son of a gun.
Sliding around beside you, pay no mind to me.
I never had a Game Boy when I was a kid, man. When the Game Boy Color came out, my mom bought me a Game Boy Color with her income tax money one time. The only game I had 2 games. The Game & Watch Gallery 2 and The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX, and that was it. And then my faggot ass dad, that summer I went to go stay with him in Columbus.
Yeah.
And there was a game store up there. We went and checked it out. He talked me into selling my Game Boy so that I could get some Super Nintendo games.
Oh shit.
So I got 1 Super Nintendo game and he took the rest of the money and bought cigarettes with it. I was like 12 years old.
Yeah.
So that motherfucker.
My dad.
Fuck you, Brian.
My dad, we would go to Toys R Us, and he'd be like, all right, if you're good, you can have, you know, he would give us a little, you know, budget. So we'd be good as shit, you know, not complain about anything, pick something out, and as we're leaving, he would make us put it away.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's fucked up. This is why we're like this.
Right?
It's fucking funny, man.
We never got to be kids.
Sometimes just to eat, man, I had to go into the creek out back and fish bluegill out, flay them up and shit.
Really?
Yeah. I had to forage for fucking wild blackberries and shit. I've done that.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Man.
I come home with fucking, you know, big ass fucking baskets of the shit, man. Hell yeah, I was eating good that day. Sucking on bouillon cubes just to stay alive.
Right?
Sucking on bouillon cubes just to stay alive.
Right?
Sucking on dicks just to stay alive.
Right?
What the fuck?
We stopped and hit up Taco Bell, grabbed some lunch, but then we found this dude. It's not really a yard sale, but some guy was just selling some shit out of the back of his truck next to like this broken down skating rink or some shit. I don't know. We take a look around. There's nothing there video game related. We found a neon open sign dude wanted 30 bucks for. Not too bad, but what the fuck am I gonna do with that? I don't own a business. Our last stop for the day is this Goodwill down the street. This is gonna be like our last Hail Mary of the day. If we don't find nothing here, I'm gonna scrap all the fucking footage I just filmed today. So luckily we go in, we find a stack of shit. I'm actually holding it in my hand right now because I filmed this shit a month ago and I can't remember what was in the footage, but we found for the Sega CD Dracula Unleashed, Bram Stoker's Dracula. These are all complete in box with the foam insert and all the manuals.
Some nerd finally got a girlfriend and had to get rid of his games to keep the girl.
Yeah, probably.
And we found some Nintendo GameCube games: Animal Crossing, Pac-Man Fever, Star Fox Adventure, and Namco Museum. They were priced a little higher than you'd expect. They weren't quite retail, but they definitely weren't $2 like I would expect. But you know, these are the games that you don't really find in stores like this. This is just like one of those lucky things where you just keep going and you finding it, like I've been telling you motherfuckers since the first episode.
If you live near Columbus, Ohio, then stop in at Level 1 Games for all your video game needs. Friendly staff, video games A to Z, from retro to modern. Check out Level 1 Games at the Tuttle's Crossing Mall in Dublin, Ohio, or check them out on Facebook.
It's July 24th, and tonight the Mega Man X Legacy Collection comes out at midnight. And I'm a pretty big Mega Man fan. Like, I'm not like the biggest Mega Man fan. There's only one other guy I know that loves Mega Man more than me, and that's Robert Thrift. I've come across a lot of Mega Man games, actually, man. We got some Game Boy, Mega Man 64, Mega Man X for the Super. We got some NES titles, 6, 3, 2. I got a box Mega Man 4 down here. Mega Man X5, Mega Man Legends, Mega Man 8. We got the Mega Man Legacy Collection for the 3DS. We got Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2 for the Switch. And it's just like they keep coming out with these new collections, man. And I gotta buy them all, man. So it's like a little problem. We got Mega Man X7, Mega Man X Collection, Mega Man X Command Mission. We have Network Transmission for the GameCube, Mega Man DVD. We got Mega Man X8 and the Anniversary Collection. And tonight, Capcom is releasing all 8 Mega Man X games on the Nintendo Switch. It comes out on all platforms, but you know, I grew up playing Mega Man on the Nintendo, so I'm buying it for the Nintendo Switch. I didn't get off work until about 11:30, so on my way home, I decided I'm gonna go down and stop at my local Meijer on the way home to pick it up. I go in, I talk to the guy. He has no fucking clue what I'm talking about. They didn't have any in the back. They didn't have any on display, which I figured, you know, the next day would be all right. But usually I go in there, talk to the guy. He goes in the back, he grabs one, wham, bam, I give him the cash, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? But this time they didn't have it. But on my way out, I did see the Sonic Mania collection for the Nintendo Switch, so I went ahead and grabbed that so it wasn't going to be a wasted trip. I ended up going down to the local Walmart because I was like, you know what, fuck it. I got a couple minutes to spare. I'm going to go down here and see if they got it. So immediately I go back to the electronics section. I don't see it out on the floor. I went ahead and I talked to one of the associates, and they didn't have any copies either. Now, I know you guys are thinking, why don't you just go to fucking GameStop? But I've been boycotting GameStop for like 10 plus years now. At this point, I'm getting a little aggravated because I really want to play this Mega Man X collection. I know how many times can you play fucking Mega Man? You know what I'm saying? But I already have all these fucking games, and it's all 8 games in one package. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little butthurt that I had to go home empty-handed. So I let a few days go by, and so far we have hit up 2 Targets, 2 Walmarts, and 1 Meijer. So at this point, I'm done fucking around. I'm not gonna order it off the internet, okay? It's become a challenge. I will find this motherfucker in public. You know what I'm saying? I stop in at one more Target. This is going to be the last Target that I go to. So I go in there, and I didn't see it on the shelf anywhere, so I talked to an associate. Yeah, I was looking to see if you had the new Mega Man X collection. Yeah, I mean, it came out on the 24th. So, I mean, I went to a bunch of places looking for it at midnight. They didn't have it, so I figured I'd wait a couple days. It would probably be on display if you did have it. And they don't have it either. He tried to direct me to a Target that was in Kentucky, but I wasn't going to drive down there yet. That's going to be like a last-ditch effort to drive to another state to get this fucking game. But I did see a nice, cute little Crash Bandicoot plushie. I'm going to grab that on my way out of here. These little Crash Bandicoots. I'm probably going to take one of these home. I'm going to try one last stop before I go home for the day and hang up my fucking hat. I just remembered there's a Best Buy in the next town over. So I go in, I'm walking around. I'm not seeing nothing. There's nothing in the Nintendo section. There's nothing in like the little displays on the end of the aisles and, you know, those little kiosks and shit. So I'm looking around. I look down and I fucking see it. But it was for the fucking PlayStation 4. Whoa, hold up a second. Don't fade out yet. I'm not done. I pick up the PS4 game and I'm looking at it. And I'm half tempted to just buy this fucking thing just to get it over with, but I want it on the fucking Nintendo Switch. So I take it to the sales associate. He radios to a little guy in the back, and it's like, you know, 30 seconds of like some awkward silence where I'm just waiting for him to say, nah, we don't have it. But he says, hang on, he's gonna bring it right up to the front. So I'm thinking, fuck yeah at this point, right? But hold on. I was waiting for him to come around the corner with like the first Legacy collection. You know what I'm saying? Because they're pretty much the same. But when he came around a corner and I seen that in his hand, it was like slow motion. He had like this gold aura around him, and like, you know, I've never wanted to kiss a man on the lips before, but I wanted to kiss this guy on his lips.
What the fuck?
I feel like an ex-hunter at this point. It took me 3 days to find this game, but I'm finally glad that the search is over. I'm walking out of Best Buy with this game in my hand, and I'm actually pretty happy about it. Even though I was frustrated trying to track this game down, but it was challenging trying to find a game where when you boycott the GameStop, which is like everybody's just like, just go to GameStop, but you don't understand. Trying to find this game somewhere else where it's not a major retailer like that, or buying it online, and that's the whole point of like why I even do these videos, is to, you know, track down stuff in the wild in person. And you know, I'm all about, you know, the physical copies of these games, and I'm not really a digital downloader kind of guy, even though the X Collection Part 2 is download only. But you know, what can I say? Finally grabbed this game. That's another one we can put on the shelf, man. I just want to go home.
Sharp joint, staying deep and out of sight. Crash Bandicoot. But when the attack came, it wasn't quite the attack they were.
down the pipeline. This is episode 16, and episode 20 will mark the season 2 finale. So we got 17, 18, 19, 4 more to do. I got 17 already planned, as well as 18, 19, and 20. So I mean, I got everything filmed. Everything's filmed. If I could just sit here for 2 weeks and do it all up, I could have season 2 DVD ready. But let's, you know, I got to work my real job, so it you know, it's getting crazy trying to, you know, balance this and that, and sometimes this is a pain in the ass. You guys already know the spiel. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check out the commercials that I put in between each episode. I think they're pretty dope, and I just like to say thanks everybody that's still with us to this day. I'm out.